Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Overlord, Lord of Nazarick video. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about the Monster Hunt event, and you've been asking me before the day ends and before the monster event ends, because we have still 1 day, 12 hours, so I have a day and a half for you to do these cores, and maybe to, in a new event, let's say, if somebody like want to have a quick sneak peek about the lineups that we're using. As you see, I'm ranking here at 1 right now. Probably because of the units that I built, probably because of my 6-star aura. I'll be talking about that, and maybe if you have the same lineup, you can get to the highest ranks and get the same lineup. I did a lineup for this boss before that would get you at least 17, 18k, which will put you in the top 10 in many servers that they don't have so much whales or so much competitors. They're ranking 1 with these scores. But we will gonna explain everything about this lineup. First of all, I'm using Aura as my main damage dealer. Now, Aura for me is at 6 stars, yes, and she's absolutely fantastic. If you don't have Aura at 6 stars and you don't have the exclusive or the Arclight for Aura, if you have her at 4 star, 3 star, she still works and she does incredible amount of damage because of the chase function with the synergy that we're playing on the lineup. If you don't have her, if you have Maid Albedo, the Maid Albedo, the one with the assist, she works instead of her. If you have Momon, also Momon work. If you don't have that, it will be a little bit harder for you. So you need one of these 3 to deal the highest scores. If not, you can play Cocytus if you want. You can play somebody as, let's say, like normal Albedo. But what I recommend is either Momon, either Maiden Love Albedo, or Aura. Aura is absolutely fantastic. Now, the other characters that we're playing, I'm playing, she's a level 1 here, Valkyrie Shaltir for me. I built 1 copy of her, and that's what you need. You don't even need her Arclight. What we're using is her skill with her ultimate, which is negating the damage or taking a little bit less damage to all our allies and saving us. And we're doing the Purifying Javelin because of the break of the defense that we're doing on the boss, so we can go and deal even more damage. Now, if you have her more build, the more numbers that you will do actually, and she will help you a lot. The other character that we're using as well is none other than Ninth. Ninth is recommended and very needed in this lineup. You don't need his Arclight, you can play a different Arclight. I will show you what Arclight I'm using, and we're using his Captain skill because when alive in battle, allies increase the allies chase damage by 15% during chase. So it will be great for units like using Aura. And of course, we're gonna play with his second skill, turn meter down on the boss, so it will increase our chances to go and speed even more. You want him to have a 5 star actually to do the speed down, which is really, really great, and it will help you a lot. And he chases, he's a chase character as well, so he will attack after you attack. And the last unit that we're playing is none other the great Hamske. So Hamske is absolutely fantastic for this run, and he will help you a lot because we're playing his skill, which is the passive, which is decreasing 100%, and in the boss they will give you it at 200%, so you will deal extra damage. And he's a chase character as well, so he can go and assist, and his assist is considered chase. As you see, his assist as assist, and he will go and deal a lot of damage, and it will help you a lot as well. And when his Wise King is up, you'll deal even more damage. You can use his passive if you want, but I highly recommend not to use it and use Ninth passive. As you see, we're not playing Mario, we're not playing anybody else. And before you start, always go and use your attack boost scroll and your HP boost scroll for healing, because we're not playing any healers, so the healing will be coming from our scroll as only. And yes, a 3-star Shaltir will help you out. This is how I'm using it. Now, if you don't have Aura, you don't have Momon, and you don't have Maiden Love Albedo, you can remove Aura simply and add Maiden Love Albedo. She will be absolutely fantastic and she will help you. She's the trial version, it's available for everybody, so you don't need to worry if you don't have an Aura. You can try your luck with Cocytus if you have him at 6 stars, or normal Albedo if you have her at 5 stars. They will work, they will give you good damages. You can play Mario if you want, but we're playing Aura since Aura is the most damage dealer and the best one here. Now, what we're using for the boss as skills. So, of course, I'm using this passive, which is deal more damage to warriors and ranges. Since the boss is a warrior, we'll deal extra damage in the battle. Plus, I'm using this passive, which is deals to the enemy with the debuff, more damage with Eins, because Eins will deal more damage if there's debuffs on the enemies. And Chase is one of the debuffs, Defense Down is one of the debuffs, and many other debuffs that we're gonna inflict. I'm using this passive as well because it will give me 20 action meter at the start of the battle. In this event, the boss for me, I leveled it up to game 15, but in this event you're gonna get it for max as level 3 to get that at 20. So it will help you debuff the targets, and it's an AoE skill that we're using, which is the negative burst. With AoE, you're gonna absolutely destroy everybody else. Like all the minions, we're gonna AoE them with Ninth. Ninth, when he uses his second skill, he AoE a unit or two on the sides of the boss. And with Hamsuke, we're gonna go and do the ultimate, which will deal damage to everybody. Plus, this AoE will kill them and will give you more turn meter. This is what we are going with. We're not gonna go and play all the buffs. As you see, this is what we're going with. Now on Shaltir, I'm using this relic because it will buff the attack of our highest attackers, which is Aura, and the defense of our highest defender, depending on the situation. Sometimes she gets it. Sometimes if, let's say, Hamsuke has the highest defense, but we're playing this set on Hamsuke. Why I'm playing this? Hamsuke does not crit always, and I want him just with his ultimate or with his skills to deal the maximum damage, so I can hit and cleave the other two units, the zombies on the beside the boss. So if we kill them, we get more turn meter. And on Black Ninth, we're playing this set, which is the relic of the termination because it nullifies 30% of the defense of the boss, or 20 defense in this case because it's legendary, it's not the prism one, and it will give him crit rate, and he depends on crit rate because of the Arclight that I'm playing this Arclight. You don't need to play his Arclight. His Arclight will give him stun, and you can't stun the boss, so you want to play something else. I'm playing the stealth one. It will give me more crit damage, and he's always entering the stealth and going out of the stealth. When he goes out of the stealth, his damage will increase, or crit rate will increase by 20% on top of his crit rate, which is his crit is high. So this is how we'll do it. And this one, the termination set, is giving him a crit as well. You need Hamsuke's Arclight. Hamsuke's Arclight, when he's in the form of the Wise King, he deals extra damage according to his max HP when an ally attacks. So every time your allies attack, an extra damage of 3% will be added to the boss by default, which is absolutely fantastic. This is why we're playing it, and his damages are okay with this relic. For Aura, we're playing the Stars set. Of course, the Stars set is one of the best sets for her because she increases her chase damage by 25% when she goes and chases, and she's always gonna go and chase the boss and deal damage. Everybody will attack. She will attack actually. So everybody attacks on my lineups and deal damage. And of course, we're using her EX because her EX increases damage dealt by 15% when they target have weakness or the chase debuff on them, and reduces hunting strike cooldown by 1 round for every 4 chases. It means you're gonna go and use your ultimate more and more, which is absolutely great. Now, the thing that you need to know about this: when you start the battle, try to tag the boss, click on the boss, because it will give you a red arrow on top of his head, so you don't go and attack the random zombies beside him, and then you can go and rinse and repeat. You don't need to click any skill. I would just click the skill of Hamsuke. I would click the skill of Ninth, the ultimate, so both of them, they will do the ultimates at the start of the battle. You don't need to click the ultimate or the second skill of Shaltir. There's a little bit, for free to play, this is a misconception that they need to start with the second skill. Sometimes you wipe, you can't survive because of the damages taken from the boss. So you need to start with the ultimate. It will save your lineup. You're gonna continue, and then she will prioritize her second skill. So let's go and check out how we can defeat this boss, or how we can get these high numbers, which is absolutely nice. I will show you. So I did it on X1 speed, so I can go and tag the boss immediately from the start before we lose any time. So here we go, we tag the boss, and we use Hamsuke's ultimate like this. Here we go. Is the boss tagged? Okay, we didn't tag the boss. We tagged him and untagged him. So click one time on him, and then use all these skills. And you can go and absolutely, you don't need to use Aura skill, and you don't, or Shaltir skill, or you don't need to use Ein's skill. So if you tag him, we started wrong. We went and hit the enemy zombie. We didn't hit the boss. So as soon as you tag him, you can go and exit and restart the battle, and it will give you the red arrow from now on until the end of the game on them, but you need to click their skills until you hit the skip button. So when you finish the first fight completely, you don't go into your lineup anymore. You go and attack the boss with skip functionality. So the boss will have the arrow on top of him, as you see, red arrow on the boss, and you immediately want to start with Hamsuke, because Aura will have the speed she started before. Hamsuke, then him, and you need to put Aura on ultimate. She will always have her ultimate. Do it on X3. and wait for the battle to end. After that, you're gonna go and click the skip button, and these will be saved. These, whenever you enter the fight, these will be always saved, and you're gonna go and start and deal as much damage as you see. Shaltir here starts with her ultimate. As always, she doesn't start with her second skill. As soon as you see her ultimate, you can tag her ultimate as if you want. You can put his if you want at the start of the battle. You can keep them like this. It won't affect any run or your run. This will be absolutely the crucial point for you. So here we go. We dealt the damage, and the damage count, even if we got X1 and we killed the boss, still the overall increasing damage will count. I think they adjusted it. It wasn't like this before, but now it's like this. As you see, the healing scroll is healing us. We're not taking that much damage because of Shaltir being on the field and using her ultimate, and we're chasing every time we attack, and he's in stealth mode. This is why I told you, use the stealth Arclight on 9th, because after his stealth goes away, he will attack with a crit rate, and he has high crit damage, and the card will give him a crit damage. So this is the lineup that we're going, and she counters, Aura counters. So we killed the zombie, we got some turn meter, we continue. As you see, the boss is barely attacking us with anything, and the boss always, when he dies, he misses his attack, so you can't, the boss can't attack you. We're at a good number, almost 15k at 25 rounds, which is great, and this will allow you to get the highest numbers. Hamske, you need his EX. Don't forget, put the EX on Hamske. You can go and buy it for 200 dust, I think, or 200 dust from the shop. 300 or 200, I forgot how much. We're gonna go and check it after that. And basically, this is it. This is the lineup, and depending on your RNG, you can keep it like that. Sometimes you get, the constant number that I get is 20 to 21k. Sometimes it hops to 25, sometimes to 26, depending on the crit rate and the crit damage that you do with this lineup. So basically, this is how we go about it, and you need 9th to be the captain or the leader, so the chase will increase the damages, especially with Aura when she goes and hit. And here we go. We hit the 20 mark, 21. Actually, we're gonna go to 22 or 23 basically by the end right now. So it is at almost 22, which is great, and we still have 2 attacks. Yeah, we could hit definitely 23 with this. Absolutely fantastic. This lineup is absolutely good. So this is regular lineup that I did. And after that, when you skip, as you see, Aura did all of the damage, and a little bit from 9th, a little bit from Hamske. 9th didn't do as much damage. Usually he does more damage than that, but this is absolutely fine, and Shaltir saved us. You don't need a Mari. So people that doesn't have a Mari, you don't need him. If you don't have Aura, you can play the Albedo that we have here for free. So after that, you don't go into without skipping. You just click skip and go into the challenge. The red arrow will be on the boss, and the skills will be defined down there. So you don't need to do anything except clicking skip and watching the battle until you get the highest number. As you see, everybody's skills are saved. The boss is having the red trigger on them, and you can go and absolutely try to get the highest numbers. This is how I did. I did like 20 tries. In the 20 tries, I got constantly 25k, and in the end I got myself the 26k, which is the highest number that I got, and it got me to be in rank 1. So let's leave and check the rankings right now. And in every boss, because they had made Albedo and Momon as the main damage dealer, I couldn't rank in the top 3. I always ended top 9 here, and I think top 9 here as well. Top 9, that was my consistent number, and here I'm rank 1 because Aura is the one to shine in here. Everybody are doing less scores in the top 10. To grow to top 10, you need to score 14k, which is amazing. Now, to top 3, you need to hit 20k. And to hit the first rank and to take me off here, you need to hit more than 26k. I hope with this lineup you can defeat me and defeat all the scores and get yourself in a good position in the table. You still have 1 day, 12 hours. Don't miss that. And yeah, that was it for the video. And I'll be seeing you in the next one.